Hey everybody, Aaron here from the Cool Guys Nation, and we got Josh in the studio. Today we are going to be detailing all of the edges that are pink with a nice hand brush, and then we're going to be testing some of the detail painting. So let's go ahead and get started. These are the materials and tools that I will be using in order to do this. We have a bucket with wash water, a bucket for mixing paint. We have 4 brushes, 2 medium, a small and extra small, pair of gloves. Might not need those, but we got them. We have this razor blade, and we have our sea foam. Sea foam is what we're using to texture our paint onto the walls to give it that nice concrete feel. And this was one really big foam. I cut it up with my razor blade. Next, we have all our colors of paint. So we have our base paint right here, which is what we sprayed everything. It is bare, and the color is concrete. And then I bought 2 colors up from that, which is called Cool Ash. So I have 1 gallon of that. And we are going to be making a mid-tone. So I took my dark and my light, I mixed it 1-to-1 and made a mid-tone. So the concrete is going to have the base gray, which we sprayed. Then we're going to be dabbing both of these on with our sponges. For the copper, PPG makes this fantastic metallic tones. It is expensive, that's for sure, but I actually shouldn't need more than like half a gallon, so that's nice. The color is bronzed ochre, which we are also going to be putting on the wall with the sponge. And then I got a little bit of turquoise in order to do some rust effect on top of the bronze. We also have a disposable paint liner so that we can hold our paints while we work. And lastly, my smock. So let's go ahead and get to it. The process for making the pattern is quite simple. We're going to take our sponge and lightly dab it into our mid-tone gray, and then we're going to rub it off over down here. And we're just going to take that and gently dab it all around the board like this, building it up slowly. It takes about 45 minutes to cover the entire board. Once we get done with the base color and it dries, we're going to add our lighter gray, and the board will be complete. So let's go ahead and do that. We have our base coat down, and what you can see is that in the corners there is some gaps where the sponge doesn't fit. So in order to fix that, we're going to get our small 1-inch brush. We're going to put just a hint of paint on it. Make sure that the brush is dry and kind of broken up, because we're not going to be brushing. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to dab it along the edge like this, so that we can get into those corners. We have our light gray paint, and we have another sponge. Going to get this really dry. And now our light gray layer needs to be just ever so subtle. We do not want to over-promise on our light gray. We have completed our white-ish light gray highlight, Now we are moving on to our bronze. So in order to do the pattern, you can see that we're just doing lots of layers of thin paint with the sponge. It kind of makes this dot pattern. And then when you zoom out, it looks like this. We're gonna be using the sponge again. Pretty much this is all sponge work. And we're just gonna be going around the edge, making a really thick barrier of copperish bronze. Okie dokie karaoke. Our gilded goldish bronze has come out nicely. We have one more step to do, and that is we're going to add just a hint of patina with some turquoise paint. This should be very quick and easy. Let's go ahead and do that. For the turquoise, I've cut myself a fresh piece of sponge so it's a little bit more stiff. Now, this is a very delicate operation. A little bit is going to go a long way, and what we're going to try to do is focus on the edges and just get a little smattering, about like that, not too much, maybe a little bit of dots. We're gonna have it collect on the edges and maybe down in the bottom corners and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this patina really quick. This is how far we have gotten today. 2 panels done, 1 Aquila half done, coming along. Now we just gotta do the rest of the room. Next time, we'll be back with lighting and the floor after I get everything painted. So until next time, this has been Aaron from the Cool Guys Nation. Remember to like and subscribe.